Hey, what's up, everybody? I know this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to lean into the screen and look right in the camera and say, watch this video if you want to learn how to find 1000x gems, right? But it's not what we're talking about. But that would get all the views, right? That would that would get all the views, all the clicks, all of that good stuff. But actually, in a different way, we will talk about how to get 1000x gems. Um, well, some of you know. I had a little situation happen this morning. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but I had to stop all my research and looking for news stories. And I mean, I guess I'll probably get to some of it, but or I will. But I want to talk about what the thumbnail's about. Some one thing I always tried my best to do in my life, and that is to listen to my elders. It's weird to me growing up and realizing how many people look over what people say and they don't pay attention to what their elders are saying, and their moms and dads or whatever, or whoever. It's crazy. It's why so many people have relationship problems. One problem is people don't like to tell what they went through because they're embarrassed of it. And the people that do try to tell people their experience and teach them through the experiences, they don't listen because they think they know it all. That's why you have young teenagers running around at 12 and 13 getting pregnant, single moms. What's the show they had? The Teen Moms. I think it was called Teen Moms. I just made that way too difficult. But I've always listened to my elders. I've always listened to people that's been through things that I haven't been through, which is what some of you guys are doing when you come to the channel. I've been through crypto cycles before. Maybe you haven't, so maybe you listen to me for that reason. Um, I listen to people who've been through stuff. I listen to people that have had successes that I want to have. And most importantly, I always, even if I can't talk to them and they won't talk to me, I look at the stuff they went through. I'm always watching people's lives, sorry, and learning from them. And it's crazy. I know a number of you, I mean, crypto guys, crypto bros, whatever you call yourself. Most of y'all have played video games before. And like there's a thing in video games, cheat codes. And I feel like when you listen to people who are elders, they're giving you the cheat codes to life. It makes the game easier for you. It makes life easier for you. And even beyond cheat codes, like sometimes your boy has played a game before you played the game, and you want to play the game, you want to get through it and have fun, and you want the challenge and all that stuff. But sometimes you might ask him, like, bro, man, how'd you get past the stage? Like, how did you get past this stage? Because I keep running into the boss or whatever, and I can't beat him. So you ask them, how did you beat the boss on this level? So I'm always paying attention to people, what they going through, trying to get the cheat codes to life so it can make my life easier. When I talk to like my mentees and stuff, people that I mentor, I always tell them this one thing. I say, I'm trying to tell you this earlier because if you get this earlier than I did, you'll be better at life. If you can understand how to date girls, who not to date, and how to date, then you can do better than I did. You don't have to go through the bad relationships that I went through and the stuff that I stress and having transient ischemic attacks and stuff like that. For those that don't know, it's like a baby stroke. Pretty much is a stroke, but we'll call it a baby stroke. So I always tell them, I'm trying to tell you earlier so you don't have to go through these things. Hindsight. Most people, they don't want to listen to elders. They don't want to listen to people's experience. But you know what y'all always do? Everybody always wants a time machine. You're like, man, if I can get a time machine and go back. Well, you know what? You never could have made that mistake if you would have listened to somebody. Most people don't listen to anybody. They want to make the mistake, and then they wish they had a time machine or a genie in the bottle, and you can't. If any of y'all have been back in time, let me know, because I've wished that I could do it a whole bunch of times. I've never been able to do it, and I feel like God really loves me, and I pray to Him quite a bit. And no time have I ever prayed has He granted me the permission to go back in time to correct mistakes. So I always try to listen to people, listen to what they went through, because I bet a bunch of people bought Bitcoin at 74,000, and between the news and crypto Twitter made you think it was only up from here. It's finally broke all time high. So many people bought at 74,000. Now they regret it. We just crossed 59, went into 58,000. But anyway, they wish they had somebody to tell them, hey man, it doesn't work like this, whatever, whatever. And one thing I've learned about myself is it doesn't mean I'm better than anybody, but I've lived a crazy life that not many people can say they lived. Like, and this is not bragging, it's just realizing that I'm different. Like, even now, I can still call and go visit some of the top lawyers in this country, and not by their words, not because that's what they put on their slogan bench or their billboards, because they actually are some of the top lawyers in the country. I can also go visit it and go chill on the front porch of some people who are the top drug dealers in the country. I know lawyers I can talk to. I also know drug dealers that's on the same side. I can also have celebrity friends I can call. I even thought about doing it one time on the channel, just calling celebrity friends and talking with people on the channel, not because I was trying to get views. I just thought it'd be something cool to do. So I can talk to some of the top lawyers in the country, some of the people who've been the top drug dealers in the country, some of the people who are top actors in the country. And on the other side, even though I've even talked about this in the group this morning, even though I've done a little cursing on my channel, I can call and talk to some of the top pastors. I got all these different walks of life that I've been learning from. And to get to the what the thumbnail is about, um, pretty much having mind over money. Like, I keep talking about this on the channel. It's gonna be boring to some of y'all, um, and that's a I don't know what to tell you. I think you should listen, but I've experienced things in my life, like things I know other people can't say. Look, here's a couple of things. The main point of this live is I think people make money so much more important than it is. And y'all probably think that's a stupid, because you're like, well, dude, you got a crypto channel. Aren't we here to make money? Like, isn't that what you're trying to do? You got a whole crypto channel trying to make money and make all these exits. So that's what you're trying to do. So you talking out both sides of your mouth. Yeah, it's important. It could allow us to do some amazing things, financial freedom, retire, stop working your job. For me, who I haven't worked a job in a long time, I'm a freelancer, and every stretch of the imagination, from music to filmmaking to everything I do is freelance, and I've been working for myself a long time. So technically, kind of already retired in a way. But I've been around people with so much money. Some of you probably think you had the money. Well, I made this much money, Am I back? I don't know. Every time you try to get the good information, they always try to cut you out. I think you pretty much think you guys heard this the story about the lawyer. And to sum it up, if you didn't hear it, I don't know how long ago I went out, but top lawyer in the country, millionaire, centimillionaire, yeah, centimillionaire. Um, and he was had relationship problems, divorce problems, or whatever. Found him overdosed on the floor. Had to drag him across the floor out to the carport and put him in the car, take him to the hospital. And the whole point is, like I'm saying, people think that money is everything. On to the next story. I was saying, I know this guy is a friend. He was one of the top drug dealers at the time. And as I was saying, because I don't know if y'all got cut off, but people imagine you having the swag and you looked at it and respected it in a certain way. You got the money, the cars, and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And but one of the main things is, like I said, whether you're a drug dealer in the hood or you do it to Hollywood, you in the Rodeo Drive and you selling to celebrities. Usually with the money, it comes ladies. Like you get all the ladies, all the women, all that kind of stuff. But this guy had all that, the charisma, all the ladies love him. Every guy respected him in the hood, had beef with nobody. But he was stuck on this one girl who is like, if you, I'm not trying, please let me tell the story. I'm not trying to be shallow here because I know we in cancel culture or whatever, but was not the best looking girl. Was not the best looking girl, didn't have the best personality. But out of all these girls he could have had, he was hooked on her. And I remember him going through a situation one time when I had to play nurse. And he came to me, told me the story, everything was going on. And I'm like, I'm listening, but I'm like, it can't be that bad. But no, he shows up. He had slit his wrist, blood everywhere. And I'm playing nurse trying to, I don't know nothing about being no nurse or any of this. I've seen people get, I got to watch the words I say on stream, but I've seen people um, penetrated by bullets. I'll say that. And I've been a bystander, but in no time that I had to be the one to like try to save this person's life or whatever. But anyway, person with all the money, all the swag, all the ladies loved him, all the guys loved him. It's one of those guys that you can't even fake it because like dudes love to say like, "Hey, bro, no homo," but dude was so like that. Nobody was saying anything like that. They just had reverence for this dude, highly respected. And so all these women and everything, but slitting his wrists over this girl, all the money at any time could just go drop some money on a Lambo or whatever and just go pull up, just drive up to whatever mall and just pick up three or four girls. You know what I mean? Wasn't enough. And so I'm saying this all to say that I think y'all put too much importance on money. As like I said, with the situation that happened in the group, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, but I'm at the point that if people want to make money and they want to, you know, do it in unhonest ways, I mean, I just let them have it. I just let them have it because karma can do stuff to you that you would never think. And I think the part I was trying to get to, because I got so much on my mind, is that both of them have said this between the drug dealer and the lawyer. Act like you're stupid if you want to, but lawyers lie. They've gotten people off that don't deserve to be off. Drug dealers self-explanatory. Do I really need to explain that one? And both of them have admitted, like, dang, like I think this is just karma coming back for me or whatever. And so I just can't find myself like stressing over what people want to do with their lives. And like I said, back to the whole thing I was saying about talking to elders and everything in the moment, everybody, when they're doing this stuff, they feel like they're winning. And they're like, what do you mean? This is the most money I've ever made in my life. I've been there too. When you just get that one check, you like, I got this one check for doing this one little thing, and you just feel on top of the world, like everything is fine. Um, and that's for the people who are being dishonest or scamming people. That's even for you who maybe you're just being completely honest. You just want to invest in crypto. But at the end of the bull run, it's most important that you have your mind right. I know some of y'all probably scuffing at me like, "Oh, this young dude think he is talking to me. I'm old enough to be his dad. I'm old enough to be his grandfather." But I'm telling you from experiences of stuff I've seen people be through, top lawyers, top, and I'm just giving two examples. I could give you examples on top of examples of people I guarantee you they have more money than anybody listening to this live right now. No matter how much money, I'm talking about centimillionaires, people over net worths of 10, $20 million, at least $30 million, that type of money. If y'all got that type of money, then man, I don't know what to tell you. Then congratulations. I don't know what you did, but I'm talking about people over $20 million worth of net worth. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, and just being in some of these situations, even myself, like I know I probably have more money than a lot of people watch. Actually, I know because some of you have talked to me. I'm not gonna tell your business, but you have a you have a point, or I had a point in life where it's like, okay, you got your rainy day fund. You feel like you got money sitting on the side, enough, waiting for whatever. And then situations come up. Like I even remember when my mother first got diagnosed with cancer. And so, you got insurance and all this kind of stuff. And then you start seeing what this stuff adds up to. And then what a lot of people don't know, insurance doesn't pay everything. Oh no, I got the top insurance. Just like they manipulate this bull run and the Bitcoin like they doing now, hospitals, the whatever you want to call the system, they'll manipulate stuff. Oh yeah, we can't take care of that because of this. And then all of a sudden you got bills adding up to 700 grand. Now, to everybody else, you might have money on the side, but there's nobody. I don't think anybody on this channel, no matter how much money you've made, want to get an unexpected 700K that you got to kick out. And so I'm keeping it together. The stuff that's more important than money. You can get diseases. Then actually after that, then I was doing well again and everything. Then my grandfather got dementia, and you're like, cool. My grandpa, he retired. He he got his assets set up, and this we just gonna tap into that, and we're gonna pay for all this stuff, right? Until they tell you that, which I know the financial advisor ran off with these assets, then he used up these assets over here, and then we got to get power of attorney to get control of stuff. So they're like, well, yeah, once you get that, you can touch this money, but for right now, you yourself have to kick out thousands of dollars a month to pay for his health and all this kind of stuff. This is stuff that people are not ready for. And like I said, all these situations made me, this is not coming out as clear as I wanted to, but all these situations just made me realize how unimportant money was. And it's crazy because I was going to say this last, but the biggest statement I can, or one of the biggest statements I can make in this live is, and it's not knocking him, and I'm not saying anything against him, but like we all know, how much money did Steve Jobs have when he passed away? And that money didn't do anything. And like I said, everybody in the moment when you're making all this money, whether it's your portfolio going up, whether you scamming people, whatever it is, you feel good in that moment. And then you probably thinking, well, yes, well, Steve Jobs did this and Steve Jobs got cancer. I'm on a high alkaline diet, and I eat and I drink alkaline water, and I drink eat my vegetables. So my body's high alkaline, so cancer can't even enter my body. I got friends that say all this kind of stuff, but anything can happen to you. And I think we just put too freaking much emphasis on money. Like I'm all out of order the stuff I want to talk about. And this is probably one of the crazy things. Some of y'all gonna laugh at this, some of y'all probably gonna, think whatever. But one of my goals is at the end of the cycle, I've already told you, family's most important to me. Um, and this is it's a crazy one because like I said, I've done stuff even on this channel that I'm not proud of, and getting upset because maybe I was trying to protect people in my group or whatever. But no matter the case, cussing on my channel and all that kind of stuff. And but one of my goals is after this is to I want to help people. I want to open a learning center because I don't really believe in the education system that's out there. And the craziest one that y'all gonna think is crazy, because I know I haven't been the best example, is I want to open some type of uh, church, right? Problem being is, number one, any money that comes into that, I want to go directly back into church. I'm not a person who like some of these. Let's be honest, because a lot of Christians don't want to admit this. Because I have a lot of Christian friends, because I am Christian. Uh, I fully know that a lot of these mega churches do launder money. They do false stuff with the money. They do buy themselves luxury cars. They do misappropriate funds. But for one, I don't want to be like that. Number two, I'm also I'm not religious in the ways of the people that I grew up with. Some of y'all not even gonna understand what I'm saying here. Some of y'all will, but I grew up in this thing, or in this subset of churches or a religion called Pentecostal Apostolic. Look it up if you want to. And if I were to sum it up, I hate to say it this way, but this is the people y'all know. They run around the church and they jump around, and we call it shouting or whatever. And you got the music, this is all fast and all that stuff. But I don't want it to be. Hmm, man, I'm feeling a lot of stuff y'all couldn't even understand. I'm not even thinking about church stuff. I'm thinking about so much. But one of them was, sorry, I'm talking about the same thing, but I'm gonna veer off. One thing that really hurt me was growing up in church. My father passed away when I was 2 years old, and so all these church people kept telling my mom, like, you need to marry somebody, help these boys out or whatever. And oh, this guy here, Minister Pitts, he's a minister, he's all good, and it'd be good for your boys. He was not. He was a minister. He was abusive to my mother. He was abusive to me and my brother. So even though I grew up the way I did, I don't, some of y'all probably don't, black churches, apostolic Pentecostal. I'm not even trying to be the type that, like y'all see on the movies, when they just jumping around and screaming, and y'all know how they do. And they preaching the key, and they, the sing song he preaching. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see it in all the black movies. I don't even want to do that. I really just want to talk to people about life application, how to live life better. Um, I know y'all think I'm weird, but I don't care. Actually, I like being weird, because the crazy thing is, I don't know how many crazy things I'm gonna say in the stream, but the crazy thing is, y'all gonna think this funny and weird, but the crazy thing is, my tears right now, I actually feel hurt for the people. I know y'all not gonna agree with this, but I feel hurt for the people. I feel hurt for the people and sorry for the people who do want to, scam people, trick people, and all that kind of stuff. That's the type of weird. Some people say messed apart. It's not been. Be honest, it's got me in some bad situations, because I know y'all were like, well, how do you feel bad for these people? They're terrible people. They hurting people. They scamming people. But I feel bad for them, because I've seen how the stuff plays out, and it's so crazy when you can't get the message through to people, and you really want to try to help them, and they don't even see it as that. But yeah, like I said, that's my goal. That's what I want to do with my money. I know all y'all want to buy Lambos and mansions and trick off and show off to the ladies or whatever y'all want to do. It's nowhere. It's nowhere in the scope of what I'm trying to do after this. I want to, like I said, open a little learning center, teach some kids some stuff that I didn't learn growing up. A lot of them don't have positive male role models. As I said, no, I haven't been the best on my channel either. But I hope I hope y'all all find something more than just cars and even houses. I know you're like, well, Zoe, a house is a House is a home. I'm not saying it's bad to want a house. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad that you want a home, a house, or luxury cars or whatever. But I hope to God you find more than that, man. I fuss at a lot of people and said stuff on this channel, but I don't hate anybody. And and once again, my tears because I'm like I said, I hope to God you find more that you want out of this bull run than that stupid stuff. Because my tears now just I'm reliving. I'm seeing the scenes I explained to you earlier. Find the people on the floor, blood everywhere. And they thought they had it. They thought they had it. They had the nice cars. They had all that stuff. I hope you find more that you want, man. And I'm gonna tell you this too. You think you hate people, right? Some of y'all investors, y'all been in other groups and stuff, and you think, I hate this person. Stupid person. They tricked me. They rug pulled me. They did all this stuff. Unless you got a real messed up heart, you need to fix it because I remember being in my neighborhood growing up and people we beef with, and you just like, I'll punch him in his face like soon as I see him. Like, I want to, I'll put a brick upside his head. I'll do this, I'll do that. And then the moment comes when karma hits, right? And they get I'm trying to say the right stuff on stream. They get penetrated by a bullet, and it's the end. And you sitting there watching it, and you like, nah, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want that. You thought you did, man. I could. They gonna get this, man. They gonna get it. Now these kids they got now, they making these kids messed up now with music now, because they really do be trying to. They get on like social media immediately and be like, oh, he got what he had coming to him and blah blah blah. Like, I don't want y'all to ever mistake nobody I ever beef with or said anything about. Like, I don't want that for nobody. Because if you got any type of heart, I'm telling you, if you got any type of heart, when you get connected to people, and that's even in bad ways. If you joined up with them or you did business with them, you got connected to them, right? You got connected to them, even if it was a bad way. But I'm telling you, if you got any type of heart, if something happens to them, it might be for a split second. You're gonna be like, see, I told you. I told you they was gonna get it. But after you read the story and you see how it really played out, like, dang, that's messed up how they went, or whatever happens to them. You're not gonna want to see it, man. You're not gonna want to see it. It's crazy. I was thinking about something else this morning too. Some news. Let me give you a little crypto news. My bad. Little crypto news. Time blockchain went down for a minute, right? Um, Tons blockchain went down for a minute. They were what are they airdropping some type of token? I think it was a dog meme coin or something. The blockchain went down for a minute, and people jumped online immediately, like, told y'all it was stupid. They just got all those stupid games on there, right? They ain't got nothing over there. I don't know why y'all buying it. And then the Telegram guys in jail, and it's crazy because I remember the same thing happened to Solana. Every time Solana went down, they jump on there. See, it's stupid. It's centralized. I told you it's a scammer chain. It's dumb, right? And it reminded me. I'm gonna connect this all together, hopefully. But it reminded me of Mike Tyson, a quote that Mike Tyson put out there. He said, "Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth," right? And so, in blockchain terms, it's like it's cool knocking another chain, even if it's Casper, right? It's cool knocking Casper. Casper has some problems. It's cool knocking Solana when Solana has some problems. You're like, look, we over here on Ton. We chilling. Then Ton gets punched in the mouth. And it comes back to what the life is about. When you're making all this money, you feel like you got a plan as everything's working out until you get punched in the face with something that's bigger. Like I said with Steve Jobs, like all the money in the world, the billionaire couldn't pay to save his life though. So like I said in the group, man, I hope to God that everybody gets their mind and their heart right. Has some stuff that happened today. I know a lot of people are heated. You probably heated. If you're watching this, you probably heated while watching this. It's all good. It's human emotions. You're gonna be real upset for a minute. Um, but just think about this stuff. And from what I've seen, some of y'all are either close to my age, might even be younger. I don't even know. But I'm telling you, forget all the crypto picks and altcoin picks I give you, and whether you think they're good or not, whether you think somebody got better picks or they got worse picks. Promise you, man, the best thing I could tell you is not about no altcoins, not what's going 50x, what might 100x, 1000x. Seriously, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Find something that you want more than life than just this money. Because what happens is everybody, uh, I can go deep into this one and it gets dark. But everybody says what they won't do until you let the greed of money take control of you. It begins with maybe you are just selling drugs, or maybe you're scamming people, whether that's with scamming credit cards or whatever, and you think that's the top of it. You're like, this is the most I'm gonna do. This is the most I'm gonna do because I'm making good money doing this scamming or whatever I'm doing. I'm not gonna go further than this, right? It's a lie because you don't even have control of yourself. You don't have control of your greed. You don't have control of your integrity, and so you find yourself doing crazy stuff. Um, I'm gonna throw this one in there, not trying to be funny because I know some of y'all gonna find it funny, but I'm gonna tell y'all, uh, I've seen the stuff. I've seen the stuff where um, people I grew up with, people who were hard, tough, like the best fighters, the dangerous people. I'm trying to pick my words right on stream. Dangerous people, right? And then you watch them get caught up in some form of greed, and then it leads to something else, and it leads to something else, leads to something else. Next thing you know, the people who I blew through the transitions, but the people who you know as tough, the big dog, the scary person, whatever. Next thing you know, it's 4 years down the line, and people are like, yo, blah blah blah, 400 pounds of muscle, bro. We just saw him. I'm trying to say this right on stream. Y'all, who on the stream knows what Kevin Hart said his uncle did? I'm trying to think of a way to say this on stream. Um, okay, let's put it this way: the guy that you saw as being tough and whatever, everybody just this kid ran around the corner one time. He's like, blah 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 is around the corner giving favors to another dude on his knees. I'm like, nah, man, like we just like, and of course, some people gonna start laughing or whatever. And then when you find out it's true, it's like, wait a minute, like, how did you get there? Backtrack it. Greed for money. You kept wanting more and more, and it just keeps leading to different stuff. So anyway, I know for a fact, it's not coming out as clear as I wanted to. But I'm trying to tell y'all, don't let this money run y'all. Don't let money run you, or you will lose control of everything you ever thought you had control of. Um, like I said in the group, I'm no longer worried about who's doing what. I recently, let's see how I can talk around this. I recently saw something. I'll put it this way. I saw something online, and I don't even know how to talk about this. I don't even know why I started. I recently saw something online, and The person felt like they were trying to help. I put it this way: person felt like they were trying to help, as I would think, and I know they were trying to help, but I see through a lot of stuff. But the person wanted to help, but they aligned themselves. Let's put it that way. They aligned themselves with some other people that I feel like had malicious intent. And so while they felt like they were helping, the person that they aligned with, um, they blurred the lines. And so while the person thought they were helping, by using what I feel like is probably somebody else's words, um, they actually were putting down people that they thought they were helping, if that makes any sense. I looked at it and I looked through the comments and stuff and I see what people were thinking, and it's a lot I could say about it, but I was like, I see what's going on, but I'm not even going to say anything. Um, I'm not even, you know, somebody wants to slick try to put me down or whatever, or pretend they're helping, but trying to put me down. I don't even I don't even care anymore, man. Whatever works for you, whatever helps you sleep at night, I'm cool with it. But so another thing, watch who you align yourself with. Sometimes your intentions could be good, and someone can pretend that they have good intentions too, but they're really there to sabotage. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I don't know. Another thing, listen, Ton could be down for another reason, number of reasons. Maybe they're trying to do the Solana plan. Maybe they're just trying to dump the price so they buy it back up and they're bullish on it, and then it goes to Valhalla. I don't know what to tell y'all. One of the things I'll tell you, like, listen, a lot of stuff happens in the market. You'll never know why. I'm not in the business of trying to fortune tell the market. I try to tell you what I think is going to happen. I said another dump is coming, and to be honest, I don't even think this dump is big enough. It might be. We'll see. It's not the kind of dump I was looking forward. I was looking not looking forward to, but I was thinking it would be something bigger. But maybe this is it. Maybe it ain't. I don't know. But yeah, I can't tell you. Well, Ton is back online. I will say Ton blockchain is back online right now. It went down for a minute because they tried to do airdrop and it did not pass the stress test, as some people have been joking about or trying to, knock the chain for. I told y'all even yesterday when I talked about it, I'm not trying to knock Ton blockchain. I just said it's something that I wasn't bullish on. I didn't see how it could take off, or even though I know it's connected to Telegram, it wasn't something I was bullish on. I was like, oh, cool. They like it. They like it. I can't invest in everything. Same as I tell you about Casper, because I know everybody thinks, well, he hates Casper. I just try to set realistic expectations. I'm not here to, bash anybody's blockchain or investments or whatever. People can freely do whatever they want to do. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I just, I do hope we all make money here, and I think we're going to make some good money. I did have some news up here. Is there anything that I need to cover? Um, I don't want to read this whole thing, but the same thing I say: be patient. Do I want to talk about? No, I can't. I want to. Oh, it's one that I hope. I'm sorry. I think I got to wait till tomorrow because I need to do some more research. Yeah, I need to do some more research before I talk about that. But all I know is I feel like a year from now we're going to be doing well. But I do see some things that could happen in the near future. And when I say near future, from now to probably 6 months. I know it's not what y'all want to hear. It might could get ugly. We don't know. I'm gonna do some more research into something I saw this morning. I will say that Binance did. They locked some people out of their investments. What people were saying that I think they were saying like they locked all the Palestinians out of their investments on Binance, which I think came out that it wasn't true. They said it was just a certain number of people, I guess, that was doing terror like activities or whatever. And so I guess they said they freeze their stuff. But I was bringing this up to say, y'all, the same thing I always say: get your stuff on cold storage. I know you don't want to spend the $60 because you feel like that $60 could go into a meme coin and make you a millionaire or whatever it is. But just go ahead and get you some cold storage. Hold your crypto on there. This is about the Ton blockchain. It went down for a minute. At the time it hadn't completed a block. but it's back now. They didn't quite pass the stress test. So maybe the developers work on that. We're not gonna knock Time blockchain and say it's gonna go into the dump. Maybe they come back. We're gonna hope for the best for everybody. We hope for the best for Time Chain. We hope for the best for Casper. Even though y'all don't think I do, we hope for the best for everybody because we want to see people make money. And we hope that they do the right things with the money. So once again, we hope that Time blockchain does well. We hope the developers develop it and they get it back on track and they figure out what the kinks of the bugs was, the DDoS attack, whatever DDoS, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully it gets back well. Hopefully Solana gets their stuff back together and it goes well. Hopefully Casper gets their stuff together. Developers do what they need to do, and they can be the stupid, crazy, amazing block dag that people want it to be, and they can make some money off it. So we wish them well for everybody. We not knocking anybody. We hope everybody does well and makes money this cycle. What else we got on here? Yeah, we got some payouts coming back to creditors or whatever. I don't know how that's gonna look in the short term because it's looking crazy, but we got some money out there that'll come back into the market. We got a lot of money on the sidelines, so um, I know y'all wondering when retail is gonna get back. But we got a lot of money on the sideline. I talked about this in the group. We had a bunch of Ethereum whales dumping ETH like crazy. Maybe it's because of some of the stuff that Vitalik Buterin was saying. To sum it up real quick, Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, was saying some crazy stuff about DeFi, and people was like, "Bro, that's all we do on this chain is DeFi. What are you talking about?" So I think they thought he was on some shrooms, or he hit the gummies too hard, or maybe he got a new girlfriend. So maybe he's been doing some activities that he's never done before. And I know if y'all guys know, when you do the activity, that activity, you know what I'm saying, after you lose that V card, your brain cells are not working as well as they used to because you all messed up in the head, makes your legs weak, it makes everything crazy. So people think that either Vitalik Buterin is hitting the shrooms, he's hitting the pipe too hard, might maybe snorting a little angel dust, a little devil powder or something. They think something's going on. So some people are like, hey man, I don't know if I want to hold this Ethereum thing. So a lot of Ethereum whales was dumping Ethereum yesterday, and maybe that made the rest of the market dump. So yeah, I'm trying to get through this news. The Telegram dude, I haven't kept up with it, but I think he's supposed to be in court today. Is what I last saw. So they took him to court pretty fast. I guess they're gonna determine whether they're gonna hold him some more or not, and see what's gonna happen with that. Um, SEC on the crap again. Isn't this the same playbook talking about registered securities? I'm not even reporting that because it's dumb. What else we got here? Oh, I didn't get too much deep in this one. But it's talking about the Times India has reported that Telegram is under investigation in India following the arrest of Pavel Durov, and they may ban Telegram into India. In India, I don't know. We're gonna see what happens there. What else we got here? That's unnecessary. We don't need to talk about that. Some other people dumping Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't need to tell y'all that. Y'all see the price of Bitcoin right now. I did not report the ETF inflows. I apologize about that. I did not look them up because my morning went a little sideways this morning, and I kind of got into my little corner, and I was just thinking about life too much. And I was like on some real hippie stuff, as y'all saw this morning. I know a lot of y'all think it's funny I cried, but I'm telling y'all, it's very therapeutic. You should try it sometimes. You don't have to do it around your homeboys because I know some of y'all gym bros and gym rats and all that kind of stuff. You on your creatine, you had your protein shake, your pre-workout. You too swole for that. You ain't got time to be crying in front of nobody, but I promise you, if you cry in your corner every once in a while, it'll do you some good. You release a lot of that toxins in your body, and you will feel so much better about life, and you will feel so much healthier. But now let's get to these comments, questions, and concerns and see what y'all saying in this chat. Good morning, people. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a good week. Hopefully you're not too scared about the market dumping, and you realize that the market will go up at some point. I don't know what's bleeding in your portfolio right now, but it will be okay. I promise you. Now we got Mark Davenport. He said, "Hey Zo, what's up, Mark? How you doing?" Satoshi said, "Good morning. Good morning to you too. Please don't unlock your wallet and dump Bitcoin on us because we haven't seen your wallet since you created Bitcoin, and we would appreciate it if you just let the price keep going up." TJ Whiteboy said, "It's funny you opened the stream about listening to elders or people with wisdom. Yesterday, I was telling a guy at work how important mentorship is, saving years of hardship with single talk. Seriously, like if people just have one conversation with people, like it can make your life so much easier. I don't think people really realize that." And some, like I have some mentees, that I try to talk to. I think I got some good ones. They listen, but you got some that they don't want to listen because they think they know everything. But I guess some of us did that at some point. But I mean, it could save you years and years of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like if we all had Marty McFly and he could jump into his little what you call it? The DeLorean and go back and tell us like, hey bro, March is gonna dump. So you should probably like, go ahead and get out your positions. We would have all appreciated that. But even though it's like time travel, Elders, the same thing. They have literally traveled through time before you. They have been through so much time before you. So why would you not listen? But some people are idiots and they think they know everything, and that's what they choose to do. But I can't tell them what to do. Gary Martin said, "No sound." Are you Gary Martin Hayes and Associates? Anyway, no sound. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know when the sound went out. It just doesn't. Is it out now? Because sometimes it just goes out for no reason. Oh, Gary said it was out for a couple of minutes. So hopefully y'all got those stories though. Um, Gary said, I can't lip read. I can't either. I'm probably the worst at it. I'm trying to learn how. Um, TJ said, "Where's the old guy?" I think she told me pretty quick. She might have missed it. She be busy with her stuff too, but she's usually on top of it, so I can't. I'm not upset. I'm cool. So she said, "Oh, he was laughing about. Oh, I think he was laughing about the joke." Crypto chick said, "Yep." Toshi said, "Money doesn't equal happiness. Once you have stuff, it gets boring. And if you aren't healthy, have a good relationship, dignity, and a relationship with the Most High, you'll never be happy." True. I've been trying to tell people that. I've been through it. Like, and you once you start getting a certain amount of money, like you feel good. You're like, oh, I could take care of my bills. I could take care of this and that. I don't have to worry too much. But you still like, I need something more. And I don't think people realize how it's crazy because actually, if you don't have those things, the more money you get, the more emptier you feel. Because what happens is you got people coming around you, and all they want to do is ask you for a handout, ask you for a loan. And in the beginning, you're feeling good because you're like, I'm helping my people, whether it's your mama, your dad, your cousin, or whatever. And you're feeling good because you're like, I'm helping these people, man. I'm doing the thing. And everybody thinks I'm the big dog. And then when you start realizing, like, wait a minute, you really weren't talking to me like this before I had money. Like, you start to feel empty. Then you start questioning everybody's motives around you. It doesn't feel good. So if you don't have that stuff in good relationships beforehand, it's not going to do you any good. Satoshi Nakamoto said, much respect, brother. I appreciate the realness. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream and listening. And hopefully, y'all helping me get some good marks in my good book in the pearly gates and all that good stuff. That's not why I do it, but not solely. But I like helping people. But whatever. Kenneth said, appreciate you sharing your knowledge. You're making a positive impact in more ways than you know. Yeah, sometimes you don't feel like it. And you know what? Speaking of that, I'm not going to rant about this too long, but that's another thing I try to do. I do try when people help me and do stuff for me, I do try to give them their flowers. Like I try to let them know, like, hey, you really impacted my life. Because a lot of people, we don't do that to a lot of people. Like I really go back and think about the smallest things like that people did for me. And like this one chick, excuse me. I'm sorry. Don't please don't. This is how I talk. Don't get offended because I said chick, lady, woman. I apologize. It's kind of how it rolls off my tongue sometimes, right? But this one lady, when I was a kid, I appreciate her because she was the first one to get me into extra work, like doing extra work in movies or whatever. And that's what led me to have the career that I have now. And so most people skip over that. They be like, nah, you just signed up for the casting call and you just went. No, like for one, she called me in. And then when she saw that I was respectable and I did things right, she made sure to always ring my line, even if I didn't apply to the casting call. She hit my line up and was like, "Hey, you were good on the last set. A lot of these extras when they come on set, they be trying to get on camera, they be trying to talk to people, and you never do that. So I'm gonna keep calling you back." And the more she kept calling me back, the more I fell in love with the industry. Even though I felt, I did find that the industry it's got a lot of messed up stuff, but at the same time, it kind of led me down the path I'm on now. So I always let her know I appreciate you calling me. She thinks it's funny. She's like, "What do you mean? Like that? Don't, that's nothing. I didn't do that. They had the movie. No, it is. You didn't have to call me." So like today, two things to do today. I'm not your life coach. Two things to do today. Decide what you want more in this bull run than cars and houses and women. Decide that. Decide what you want to do with the rest of your life. And please find somebody this week to thank them for something they did for you. I don't care if you forgot your lunch at work and somebody let you have their ramen noodles. Now that's not the best meal. They didn't give you no steak. They didn't take you to Benihana's or nothing like that. But if they had another cup of noodles or whatever, and they was like, "Hey, bro, you ain't got no lunch," so and then try this too. Okay, so find one person that did something for you that they might think is small that they did for you. And number two, maybe it's gonna be the same person, but number two, try to find somebody like way back. Try to find somebody that did something like that small, like 5 years ago, and be like, "Hey, remember when I was carrying the groceries in the house and you tied my shoe for me because I was about to fall?" Like find somebody like that and thank them for something like that. I promise you're gonna change their day. So try to do that. What we got going on here? Um, oh, Dave Flowers said, I'm behind in the stream. I just know when that audio goes out, he's giving us the keys that we can't hear. Yeah, they be rugging my audio every time I get deep in, they rug my audio because I'm telling y'all, there's no batteries going out. There's nothing going on over here. I promise you, the sound just goes out. So maybe I got to pray more because maybe that's Casper and the other unfriendly ghost trying to like mess up my streams, but whatever. Still had it said, that's gospel, bro. Oof, it's been a minute. I'm not even sure what that was about, but appreciate it. As he said, good morning. Thanks for the new pick and DCA call. I just wish I had some more dry powder. Yeah, man. I don't know. It could in my first assessment or in my first thought, it's like I would think in the next 2 months we could go up, but I see some stuff if they try to run some games that could make stuff ugly. I don't know. I can't even give you any type of predictions or way I'm thinking about it right now because I haven't done enough research to even figure out what I think about it. But I pray you get some more dry powder and you're able to buy some more of this crypto. Shay Rock said, "You're preaching today." Yeah, I try. Like I said, I really. I know some of y'all think that's funny, and I know some of y'all are not religious at all. Some of y'all probably straight up atheist and agnostic. But and I'm hoping with what I plan on doing with mine that it's not that. You're not coming, and I'm not knocking it. I grew up in it my whole life. My church like that. My church right now is like that. But I'm not trying to have like that type that's like screaming and hollering and the organ blaring behind them and all that kind of stuff. I just hopefully can talk to people about life application stuff that I've been through, the same stuff I try to share on this channel. And a lot of people are not going like that because how I grew up. They go like, it's not church. Like there's not enough music. Y'all not running around enough. Y'all not doing this enough. And I just want to create something that's different that hasn't been really done before. Just something that's authentic and genuine and does not mimicking any type of blueprint that's been put out there before as far as church. Because like I said, the main part of it is that I want the church to be like, and I see actually some churches use this, they call it a life center. And I really want it to be like a life center. I want it to be like the church and the school, the kids coming there for education. They come in there for tumbling classes. And I thought the audio, what happened? She's screaming at me, y'all. The audio went up. She started screaming, y'all. Okay. So yeah, it was just something different. But oh man, hold on. My phone just did something totally weird. Hold on, I'm with y'all here. Okay. But yeah. So as he said, keep up the great work, bro. Blackmore Fam Academy. So I keep saying as soon as I see Blackmore Fam, I mean Blackmore, I say fam, but Blackmore Academy. Good morning. Fly 75 said, being real is refreshing. Keep it up, Zoe. This is really all I know to be. Like I said, it's actually got me in a lot of trouble because I am pretty much like a open book or whatever. And you know, as I said, what is the point of living if you're not living to help someone else? That's a big statement and it's a very true statement. But a lot of people don't understand that. that statement that you said makes no sense to them. I promise God, they're gonna laugh in your face if you say that. Because trust me, I've been there. I've said it to people, and I'm just like they not even beginning to understand what you're saying. They're like, you stupid. They're like, you trying to help people? I'm trying to live my life. And I understand you can't put people before yourself, and you can't neglect yourself. I will say that's one thing I've seen my mother do. I'm not even gonna lie. My mother heavily neglected herself trying to help people, but at the same time, like to me, life is about helping other people. And you know, uh, yeah, I don't know. Everybody's gonna live a different life. Some people are gonna go straight through life and they never gonna help anybody, and it's just gonna be what it is. I will also say that life is not fair. It's crazy because just because you help people doesn't always means everything's gonna go well. So we still gotta put in the hard work. I always use this analogy that sorry, I'm probably a little bit. too more much on religion for some of y'all today. But one of the things I always say is, when you do good stuff and you're a good person, it doesn't mean bad stuff is not going to come at you. It doesn't mean you're not going to get attacked. It doesn't mean that you're not going to go through stuff. But what it means for me is I realize is it's like God may not give you everything you want. He may not keep you from going through stuff, but he does like somewhat protect you. And I always use the analogy of a quarterback. Yeah, if you most of y'all probably watch football, and for those of you who don't, maybe some of the ladies don't. For the quarterback is and I'm not trying to dumb it too down. I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just saying some people may not know it all. But anyway, in the game of American football, let me say that also, not soccer or el football. In American football, there's the quarterback, and the quarterback is the guy who throws the balls. He throws the balls to the receivers. He throws it, and they receive the ball and they run it. Or sometimes the quarterback will hand it off to the running back. The quarterback is the guy that controls how all the plays are done. He's the point man, right? And so with the quarterback that throws the ball or he hands the ball off, after he says hike, there's an offensive line, right? And they protect him, right? And there's a thing called the pocket. And that means it's a little circle that he can run around in until he gets his pass off. So I feel like when you do good to people, you help people, God protects you in that pocket. He's not going to throw the ball for you. He's not going to hand it off to the running back. He's not going to do any of this for you. You still have to put in work. But what he will do is say, hey, I'm going to protect you. Man, I'm full of emotions today. I keep trying to share with y'all the stuff I've been through in life. And like I say, I know every time I do this, there's probably a couple of crypto bros that y'all think it's funny, and I don't even care, man. But what I do know is God has like kept me in that pocket so much. Didn't give me everything I wanted. I've been through a lot of stuff. So you like, dang, if I'm a good person, why am I going through? But you got to realize the simple fact that I always talk about is you still here though. Like, why are you complaining? And I know we say that sometimes, but I always say it like, bro, I don't be on social media like that. But when I do, I even be telling my lady, I'm like, bro, is this even social media anymore? Because every time I log in, it's an obituary. I'm like, I feel like this is a funeral home because I've been seeing so many people like die lately. It's just, yeah. So when you do good, it doesn't keep you away from bad stuff, but it does keep you. I feel like God protects you in that pocket. And he's going to protect you until you get your pass off. And when I say get your pass off, it means until you get your vision off the ground, whatever your endeavors are, whether you want to become an actor, a singer, a musical artist, open a law firm, whatever it is, if you're a good person, I feel like he's going to protect you in that pocket. But when you start doing bad stuff, that's when he lets karma comes in and take over. And so that's when he lets the defensive lineman come through the two gap or the three gap or tray or whatever you want to call it, and he lets them knock you out. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, that happened to me one time. I quit football. I don't know if I told you that. I played basketball and football, and I played running back. I got to arguing with one of the linemen at like lunch or something, and so it's 23 gap tray. I never forget that play ever in my life. 23 gap tray. Man, the boy said hike. I looked over where the offensive lineman was supposed to be protecting me or whatever. I just saw the wide open hole, and the defensive man just came straight through. I mean, no hesitation because he opened it wide open, laid me straight out, y'all. I ain't gonna front. Everybody try to tell you all these tough stories, but no, I didn't have time to react. I had barely just got the ball. He's supposed to be on my team, like you know what I'm saying. We got in a little argument, and he let dude come straight through the hole. I was so mad. But I was like, nah, this is gonna be like this. I'm not doing this mess no more. But anyway, I feel like God protects you in that pocket until you're able to do what you want to do or whatever. When you are a good person and you are trying to help people. Fly 75 said, I used to act when I was young, been contemplating getting back on it. So many fresh faces of color getting work. Yeah, I mean it's true. Yeah, it's getting better now. But at the same time, well, it's getting better than it has been, but right now it's a crazy time. I can't even tell you all the stuff that's going on in the industry, man. It's crazy. It's real crazy, and that's why I just chilled out and start working on my other projects and other gifts or whatever that you want to call them that I have to make money. But yeah, it's a little crazy right now. But if you want to do your own thing, film your own stuff, you can do that. But yeah, man. Fly said I owe SAG like 3,000. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I tried to always work in right to work state, so I didn't have to deal with that because I know a lot of people like SAG, but the more I looked into it, the more I didn't like it. Send me my residual checks, but I'm not joining y'all. So uh, yeah, I don't even want to get into that on stream, but I'm not a fan, not a fan at all. 575 said they like the mob though. I called and they said, excuse me, just make that payment and you can get back to work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't join. It's a lot of like people talk about all the good with joining SAG, but it's a lot of bad too. Number one, you can't work on other projects that's not union. And then the forced join thing, and then what people don't know is when people get in, they just like, oh, I'm a part of the union, I'm an official actor. But when you get in there, what people don't realize is you got to pay your SAG dues and you have to pay SAG a percentage of the money you make in the industry. That's the part that nobody ever talks about. Like versus right, when you're not in SAG, you make your money and you just make your money and the taxes come out and then they SAG still has to send you your check. But if you join the gig, now you got to give them a percentage of your money. Nobody ever talks about that. But anyway, um, Sonic said, "How is music scene in Austin, Texas?" Pretty dope. Austin is one of the it's one of the better places. You got Texas, uh, you got Texas, Tennessee, New York, um, Pure, Illinois. A lot of people sleep on that, but of course Atlanta, Cali, of course. Um, just a couple of good places. Couple of good places. But man, I'm sorry. And like I said, I know some of y'all think it's funny. Some of y'all probably appreciate it, but man, I can't. Yeah, some of y'all think y'all hear the stories of the stuff I've been through. It's barely touching the iceberg, man. So, uh, been through a lot. I care a lot about people, even the ones y'all probably hate. And I realize that not many people are like that. They think that's foolish or whatever. Doesn't mean I'm gonna let somebody like get over on me, but you know what I mean. I feel like Dave Chappelle when I said that. I'm not saying, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out on the stream. Quite a few of y'all hung out, even though I wasn't talking too much about crypto and everything. Market is not looking the best. I feel like I saw a comment that's gone now. Oh, I see it. I skipped over. Wait? Did I skip comments? I did skip some comments. I wasn't trying to do that. I don't know how that happened. Let me go back. Uh, Lovebug said thoughts on Casper. Um, well, you know what? I know I said what I said earlier, and I do mean it because I want everybody to make money and success. But I actually found out something pretty bad on Casper that I do gotta look into some more before I even say it on the channel. But like I said, I hope everybody gets their stuff together. I hope everybody makes money. Um, so it could do well if they keep developing and the community's still bullish and they pushing it. It could do decent. I just think some of the numbers that people throw out are just astronomically huge and just don't even make sense. But people entitled to believe what they want to believe. And sorry, crypto chick, I was not trying to skip you. I think the comments just went down. You said, to be honest, I'm in crypto to get away from people. I'm moving to the other side of the world. I'll rather help the less privileged in another country than toxic people I know. That's a good way to go. Yeah. But I will say, as you do that, I fully understand what you're saying. Fully understand what you're saying. But Try to make sure as you go. Once again, I'm not trying to be your life coach. I'm not trying to talk over you like I'm above you or I know more than you. But I will say, like, we all have things like try to heal from those people that are toxic. I know people aggravate all of us. They aggravate all of us, and they got toxicity in all kinds of bad ways. But make sure they're not controlling too much of your energy, because a lot of times we say like, "Oh, they don't control me," but they kind of do, you know. But I'm cool. Help people on the other side of the world that need help, or whoever you can to help. But don't try to don't keep too much bitterness or animosity towards people. I know these people messed up. I know it. I know they everywhere. They everywhere. They messed up. But don't let them, don't let them live too much in your head rent free. Don't let them take up any space in your brain, and then put negative energy in there. Uh, Sonic Animal said, "Do you know about I'm gonna tell you that I don't. I know a lot of people want to tell you they know about every single project. I would never do that. I feel like I know about a lot of projects. What I will say is I don't like the name, and to be honest, the name already sounds a little scammy to me. But I don't know. I could be completely wrong, and this could be the next coming of I don't know what. Oh, that's why I don't know about it, because I don't follow that space as much. Um, oh man, so why are you gonna ask me about this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't give a take on it. Let me see something. Real quick. I'm gonna do you one more favor. Give me a minute. Let me look at something. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. What is this? That gotta be fake. Something about a lady lost for 17 days. She like that. I'm looking for you. Don't think I'm not. I'm just staying pulled up on Twitter as soon as I opened it. I'm on the wrong thing. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm almost there. Um, from what I see, hmm. Oh man, I'm just not because of the project that it's connected to. Please don't take it as that. But I don't know. I see a lot of grifters over there on their Twitter. That's all I can say. I had to pull it up on my phone because I'm using this. Um, Sonic. That's all I can really say about that. Now let's try to get back in. You said something about Austin, Texas. Fly said, "Can't wait for a run. I'm ready to move to LA. I'm ready to move. LA can kiss my you know what." It's a S. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's dry out there too, man. I don't even like a LA look. It's super dry, super dry, super. I don't like the energy there. Let me not get too much on that. But anyway, um, this has been a long stream, and y'all stuck around. Once again, I realize everybody's not built like me. Everybody didn't grow up like me. Somebody will probably clip my tears and put it in an NFT and put it on their wall and laugh at it every day. I don't understand why, because it's a human thing. But yeah, I just really I hope to God that everybody finds something they want more out of life than Lambos and mansions and jewelry and whatever else y'all think about buying, because it don't last long. And then most of the times, whether y'all believe it or not, and like I said, I know the people. I know people that centimillionaires that buy Lambos and they have buyer's remorse. And you probably like, well, if they got enough money, they not. Yeah, they do. They do. Because they like, I've bought it. I flexed for like 2 months, but now I don't even want it anymore. And then they bought like with Lambos. I'm on something else now, but yeah, with these type of cars, you either want to buy the first ones or some kind of limited edition or whatever, because not all the time are they easy to resell. But yeah, hopefully you find something more out of life than you want than just money. And I'm gonna talk to y'all next time.